Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Hey everybody, I'm doing my candles marathon to Candle Day, and in this video I want to discuss a home for the holidays video candle. This is creamy nutmeg, and the notes on this candle are grated nutmeg, cinnamon stick, sugared almonds, and creamy vanilla. And I want to start by debunking some myths on this candle for you. This candle is always stated to be very light, unscented. You can't smell it. It smells pleasant, but it's not all that. So I had this candle and I returned it, and I bought it again, and I returned it, and then I bought it again. And I've had this candle sitting up in my house because I enjoy the fragrance. But I wouldn't burn it because I was like, everybody says it's unscented. What am I? Because when Bath and Body Works has an unscented candle, it is unscented. It is miserable because, in my opinion, this home fragrance is a luxury, guys. Think about it in the world. Think about it in the world. What do we need to survive in this world? We need food. We need water. We need shelter. We need love. None of that is home fragrance. We need clothing even. Okay, all this fancy clothes that we do and the makeup and everything. But you might need to keep a husband or something like that. So looking presentable, having a little sexy fragrance on, you might be maintaining your family. But home fragrance, you don't have to have a house that smells phenomenal. That's not going to make or break your marriage. Not going to keep your kids happy and all that kind of stuff. This is strictly a luxury item. And that's why candles are often given as a gift, because it is a luxury item. This is not to light my house. I have utilities for that. That's a necessity, but candles aren't. So when I think of a $24.50 candle that goes on sale for $14.50 plus tax, being $16 for something that lasts me 25 hours if I burn it luxuriously, or maybe even 18 hours. If you're one of those people that burns your candles for 4 and 5 hours at a time, some people have been able to use up a $16 item in 3 days. Do you know how expensive that is if you have home fragrance in your house every day? That is expensive. So when I heard the number one thing in a review of a candle for home fragrance that bothers me is that it is unscented. That's the number one thing I have. Everything else takes a secondary to it. Because when I buy a candle for fragrance, I want fragrance. I want that fragrance to scent my house in 30 minutes. And this candle is notorious for people saying it's unscented. So that is why I'm doing this review. I found this candle scented my open concept within 30 minutes. One candle. I could smell it. I found that I went nose blind to the fragrance after a while because it's so homey. It's so familiar. Nutmeg, cinnamon, almonds, and vanilla. It smells like your house during the holidays. It smells like Thanksgiving. It smells like fall. And when we're at a Thanksgiving party, when you first go in, you smell all that food, and you're like, oh, it smells so good. But guess what? After you're at the house for a while, you don't smell it the same. The smell normalizes. And that's what happens with creamy nutmeg. But wonder of all wonders, when you walk out the room, go to the bathroom, go get a drink of water, or do something like that, and you come back into that room, this fragrance greets you, and it's so sweet. It's so creamy. It's so good. I guess creamy nutmeg is in the name. I highly recommend it. I think it's a wonderful gift to give. If somebody is in an apartment or a small house, it's not an open concept, even better. I only have one space for candles, and that is in a very, very large space. But this scents the room. It smells delicious. Highly recommend it. It burns really nicely. Look at those wicks. They are thin. They are beautiful. I've used this candle 3 or 4 times from the first time I lit it. Within 30 minutes, the room was fragrance. It lifted my mood. I felt better. The air seemed cleaner. The nutmeg and cinnamon seemed to clean the air. I'm sorry it's late at night. I'm a little tired, but I want to get this stuff done because Candle Day is December 7th. And that's coming quickly, so every candle that you could buy, if I have an opinion that's different from everybody else's, I want to get that out there to you. So I finally used this candle. This candle is a year old because I was thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do with this unscented candle? Because I have purchased candles that are relatively unscented from Bath and Body Works. They've got me, and I'm going to do a review on one of those candles so that I can save you money on Candle Day, because Candle Day is when they've got me. Okay, but creamy nutmeg, it's a winner. The strength on this one, I would give it a 7. Now, this candle is a year old. Maybe if you leave it for a year, maybe within a year the candle gets stronger because it is a spice. And that can happen with spices. I've had cinnamon candles that I sit and it gets stronger and stronger every year, which is fine by me. So I really enjoy this candle. I do intend to pick up another one because the only time you can get creamy nutmeg is Candle Day. So it's not a candle that's available any other time. It usually sells out. Because of the bad reviews, people will bring it back to the store, so you might get a chance to get it again that way. But I love this candle. It's a great fragrance. It's sophisticated. It's a unique taste on the on the scent of fall. It's not an apple scent. It is the spices of the desserts that we are all going to enjoy for our Thanksgiving meal, for our holiday meals, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, just all the wonderful smells that fill the month of November and the month of December and New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day. It's all there. This is a candle, it's warm. If you're feeling cold and you don't want to put on a candle that makes you colder, some scents, cool, peppermint, eucalyptus, all of those, sometimes they can make you feel a little bit chilly. This is warm and inviting, very homey. I thoroughly enjoy this candle. I think this might be my favorite fall candle ever. This might be it. I'm torn between this and pumpkin pie, but this might be it. It's so yummy. It's so good. I would highly recommend creamy nutmeg. And maybe don't burn it as soon as you get it. Maybe it's a candle that you let sit and mature and the fragrance and the spices get a little bit stronger. Because mine is a year old and it's delicious. So, I wanted to debunk the myth. I wanted to get the word to you that creamy nutmeg is fragrant, but the issue is that it's such a homey scent that you can go nose blind to it. So if a person's sitting in the room with it and they're like, oh, it's unscented. No, it's not unscented. All they need to do is leave the room just briefly. And when they come back in the room, they're going to smell that sweet, creamy scent. I must admit, I like almond scents. So the fact that this is an almond and spice blend, I really enjoy the almond scents at Bath and Body Works. And this may be my favorite almond because it's not so overstated and overt as to be almond. So, yeah. Don't be afraid of creamy nutmeg. It is good. It is scented. It's so homey, so warm and personable that people are going nose blind to it and they don't realize it. So if you're thinking creamy nutmeg isn't scented, walk out the room, go get a drink of water, come back in the room. You will find it smells beautiful. Okay, so that's my review. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.